Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this from XRP Drops. Blockchain for Europe's 6th Annual Summit. Ripple and Binance sharing the same stage. Mika, perspectives from abroad. Ripple's RLUSD could be very attractive for Binance in a fully regulated environment in Europe through Mika. We are all going to have access to RLUSD, but we're going to get access through the exchanges. Maybe you sell some of your crypto. You could sell it into RLUSD. But we can never buy RLUSD directly from Ripple. And once regulations are in place around the world, RLUSD is going to gain the upper hand on USDT, Tether, because regulations are going to play in favor of Ripple time and time again. And I think we're going to see a lot of momentum for RLUSD early on, which is going to lead to early momentum for the price of XRP. This comes from Wrath of Common. Ripple partner D-Local, messaging only, can now facilitate PIX payments, Brazil, directly within the open finance ecosystem without redirecting users to bank apps. So what they're doing is they're giving the ability to cut out the middleman, the bank. They're also eliminating a few steps in sending payments. Now, it's messaging only right now. I think later, XRP will also be utilized on these rails. It's just a matter of time. Because there's still cost to these remittances. There's still cost to these transactions. XRP will bring that cost down dramatically. But it's nice to see that expansion always happening. What I remember is you calling XRP a con. Take a listen to Jim Cramer right here.
We put up XRP and Solana and Dogecoin. Those are all, I believe, cons.
So think about that. On the mainstream media news, you have Jim Cramer calling XRP a con. And, you know, since then, XRP has gained a lot of momentum. But how come they always try to push Bitcoin on the mainstream media news? Why don't they push utility-driven cryptocurrencies? It's because they don't want you investing in these cryptocurrencies. They want you parking your money in Bitcoin so you could become exit liquidity for Michael Saylor and BlackRock and these big corporations that also control the mainstream media news. That's why you don't hear them promoting XRP or promoting HBAR. It's always Bitcoin. And if it's not Bitcoin, it's Ethereum. Remember when they offered $550 to spread FUD about XRP? The truth always prevails. Now, this was back in 2013. Back then, you got paid to call XRP a scam. And back then, they were still calling it Ripple. A lot of people they weren't educated on XRP yet. So they would go out and say, well, Ripple's nothing but a scam. Ripple's always dumping on the community. It was always Ripple. But they were talking about XRP back then. I even think today, a lot of these XRP haters, I think they're paid to put those posts on X. I still think a lot of people are paying other people to call XRP a scam. Stablecoins may be used for a period of time, but ultimately, tokenized deposits and CBDCs will be the preferred option by central banks around the world. Right now, all the talk is about stablecoins. They got to shift the narrative away from CBDCs. Even when certain countries release their CBDC, they're going to call it a stablecoin. But the reason they want a CBDC is because they can control it. RLUSD is great, but it's released by Ripple. It's created by Ripple. They're going to want it created by the government or created by the central bank. However, Ripple's RLUSD can easily become the US CBDC over time. I still don't think we need CBDC at all because XRP can fix the liquidity issues in the current financial system. This comes from Eleanor Tourette. Trump admin eyes CFTC to lead digital asset regulation, giving the CFTC regulatory authority over the spot markets for Bitcoin, ETH, and other tokens deemed digital commodities would give it the power to regulate the exchanges they're traded on. So not only would the CFTC be regulating these cryptocurrencies, they would also be regulating the exchanges. And that could also possibly happen under Trump. I think we're going to see power shift from the SEC to the CFTC. And the CFTC, I always said, they should be the ones coming up with crypto regulations. They would keep the retail investor involved with crypto. They wouldn't make it where you have to be an accredited investor to buy crypto. That's why I think the CFTC is a better option going forward. Wow, new Ripple payment partner revealed. Hi-Ha Money Transfers, a leading remittance company based in Australia, has been using Ripple payments for more than 3 years. But we're just hearing about this now. So think about it like this. Most likely there was an NDA in place between Ripple and this Hi-Ha exchange. But now we're going to start to get those announcements over time. And this is big because they've been working together for 3 years. And they right away talk about how game-changing the technology is and how Ripple and XRP is a leader when it comes to remittances as well. Because everybody wants to send money fast, cheap, and secure. They don't want it to be expensive and slow. And even Swift, a lot of the transactions end up failing. They want a better system in place. That's why all of these financial institutions, these central banks, they're turning to that Ripple technology and XRP. Link2 put out this ad today. Is XRP the world's most useful cryptocurrency? Ripple leverages the XRP ledger to facilitate faster, more cost-effective cross-border payments. Invest in Ripple pre-IPO on Link2. So are they expecting Ripple to IPO in very soon? Because a lot of people are now saying most likely it's going to happen early 2025. Now, if Ripple was to do an IPO, that can also push the price of XRP much, much higher. These are the things that we have to look forward to as XRP investors. We're not just going to have a normal alt season this time around, because right after or during alt season, we are going to start to get institutional adoption, utility driving the price of XRP, big announcements happening during alt season, pushing the price even higher. And I think a lot of the people that are doing the charts, they're also looking at this as well. And they're saying, you know, well, if this happens, forget about the $20 price point during alt season. Now expect $30 plus. Well, if this happens and this happens, now you could expect a $50 XRP. We really don't know how big this is going to become because we don't know how quick this is going to happen until we get closer to January 2025. But it's only weeks away now. No more waiting years for XRP to break out. Now, recently, a lot of people have been pitting XRP against XLM and XLM against XRP. But I want to remind you, there's not much difference between XRP and XLM. In fact, there was even a lawsuit about it between Jed McCaleb and Arthur Brito. In order to induce Brito to contribute this valuable IP, intellectual property, Arthur Brito versus Jed McCaleb. Now, Arthur Brito was mad because Chris Larson, he went off to create Stellar. And Arthur Brito said, this is very similar to what we're doing here at Ripple. And they worked it out in court. But I think this is a lot of the reason why when XRP moves, XLM moves as well. I even believe XLM will catch up in price to XRP over time. But the reason XRP is more valuable than XLM right now is because Ripple has a lot of rails in place around the world. Ripple is also working with a lot of big banks. They also pivoted towards tokenization. They also pivoted towards custody. Ripple is emerging as a central bank. That's what Ripple is becoming. Stellar is more geared towards the people. They're more about banking the unbanked, also very involved with tokenization. But I like both of these companies, and I like both these networks and both of these cryptocurrencies because they are very similar use cases created by the same people. And these same people that created these cryptocurrencies also used to work on Bitcoin. There's a lot of ties that go deep between Elon Musk and the PayPal Mafia and Jed McCaleb and some of the Ripple founders as well. And that's what keeps me so interested about XRP and XLM. But they absolutely are not fighting each other. I would hold both of these cryptocurrencies if I was you. And it looks like Jim Cramer is trying to tank the market once again. Jim Cramer, in his show today, says, I think Bitcoin, Ethereum, and maybe even some other cryptocurrencies deserve a spot in your portfolio too. So expect the price of Bitcoin to go even much lower. And Ethereum hasn't even got started yet. I still think Bitcoin is going to have one more run up before the top is in. But Jim Cramer is not helping things out. Whatever he says, expect the opposite to happen. If he's bullish on something, you should be bearish on something. And this looks like a signal of the top of the Bitcoin market. But I still think he's wrong. I think we're going to see one more push upward. And then there's this. Some of the live streams on pump.fun were so disturbing that even fellow meme coin traders called for the site to stop them. You know, when you see something like this, there's been a lot of pump and dumps all throughout this year. A lot of rug pulls happen. You have people now with no experience at all in this space creating meme coins. And of course, the price of these meme coins go up. Then they rug pull and they run off with the money. This is why you know crypto regulations are very close. This is not going to happen in the future. And some of the stuff on pump.fun, it was just above and beyond. You had people committing crimes saying that they're going to get arrested in real time to pump their coin. You had other people doing very disturbing things as well. But this is not going to hold up. This is not sustainable. This is happening at a time that we are watching institutional adoption happen for crypto. So now you're going to have these institutions also calling for crypto regulations. I think they're going to come early 2025, and we're going to see all the meme coins disappear like an overnight event. Regulations may be a black swan in crypto. But I think a handful of cryptocurrencies are really going to benefit from regulations. XRP is one of them. What I'm telling you is this: going forward, everything, and I mean everything, looks very bullish for XRP. Do not sell this cryptocurrency too soon. Don't stay so focused on the price of XRP while it goes sideways. And always keep an eye on that Bitcoin dominance chart and the ETH dominance chart as well. Once you see the Ethereum dominance start to rise, we will be heading into alt season. You want to be holding when alt season begins. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.